Now, they once had the same view, but now activists in one North African nation are at odds over women's rights. Joining us to tell us more about it is Africa 54's Ndimyake Mwakalyelye. Hello, Ndimi.
Hi, Vincent. Thank you. Morocco introduced a landmark law 10 years ago that has led to a marked improvement in women's rights. But now a split is emerging among activists as some call for even more improvements for women. Others are raising alarm over some provisions which they say are breaking families apart. When the Family Code, or Mudawana, was introduced in 2004, many saw it as a major step forward for women's rights because it gave Moroccan women more rights than females in many other Arab states. Some government officials particularly hailed the law's provision for improving the lives of divorced women and their children.
10 years after the implementation of this law, there are some important improvements in the field of justice. For example, there's been the creation of courts specializing in family law, an effort to train judges, and also a program to improve the judicial system. There's also been the creation of the Family Alimony Fund, that is a new generation of public service destined to safeguard the rights of children and women following a divorce.
The Family Code included the creation of matrimonial courts, which complicated procedures for polygamy and raised the minimum marriage age for women to 18 from 15. It also allowed women to seek divorce, something that had been almost impossible before. But in a country where divorced women are stigmatized, some say it has become almost too easy to end a marriage.
There is a pressure or a nervousness that does not allow the person to know exactly what she wants or expects because of the speed of divorce cases. In this case, you could regret it afterwards. In my own case, the divorce was pronounced just after one session because it was a divorce by mutual consent. If there were more sessions, we could have reached another conclusion.
Some blame the law for an increase in the number of divorces, as Ministry of Justice figures show more than 56,000 cases in 2011, up from more than 55,000 2 years earlier. Lawyer KHALIL IDRISSI argues while the new family code was meant to ensure the stability of the Moroccan family, it has not. He refers to the interpretation of Islamic texts.
In my opinion, the road to divorce is now wide open, but there are still lots of problems concerning alimony and the preservation of families. I mean the chances of finding solutions to problems inside the family itself while preserving it. For example, the procedure for reconciliation is still a formality. It's not effective yet. The reconciliation measures are also not practiced. Some judicial reasonings are false, not to say completely wrong.
The 2004 reform has also been dogged by Morocco's conservative and predominantly male judges, as well as by a failure to adopt laws to ensure better protection for women from physical abuse, including domestic violence and marital rape. The new family code also enabled judges to rely on their own discretion in allowing minors to be married. Activists say many aspects of the law are not being properly adhered to, and that traditional attitudes towards women need to be challenged.
It needs to be more stringent, and we have to act on two fronts, cultural and the media. The media should expose all the excesses that happen, mainly underage marriages. At the same time, civil society should act forcefully and regardless of its orientation to create an awareness among those who have been told that these laws cannot be implemented in society and that they contradict the Islamic religion.